All right, welcome to the January episode of Rice Who's Reviews. Sorry, this one came out a bit late. Just had a busy start to February. Looks like we don't have a huge selection of figures this time, but we have some really good ones, including one I'm pre-ordering for sure. But let's get started. We have TV anime Oshinoko, Kana Arima Sweets Paradise Collaboration Costume Version 1/6 Complete Figure Pre-Order from Belfine. Just want to add as a side, the new Oshinoko season, the opening, so good. We only watched one episode of this show so far. I don't know why, it just hasn't sparked. We haven't had the spark, but taking a quick look at this figure, I think it's really cute. I gotta kind of get over my bias because I think Kana is really cute in general. I think most of the girls in Oshinoko are pretty cute. But Kana and Akane I have a particular affection for. I like her pose here a lot, and I like her outfit. I don't know how good the sculpt is on the outfit, or how good her face sculpt is, besides she's got those Oshinoko eyes down pretty bad. But, I don't know, I just think it's pretty darn cute. This is like really me-coded in like almost every single way. I almost wish the gray wasn't there and it was like a different color, but I get why it is there. Also, these desserts look so good. There we go, let's look at here. I like her little perplexed look, or like inquisitive look, I guess. Something about the sculpt is just not doing it for me, but it looks pretty cute. If this is like a weaker figure season for me, I would maybe get this, but sorry, Kana, there's just too much other stuff right now. But I like it a lot. Up next is Oshinoko Happy New Year Kimono Version 1/7 Complete Figure Pre-Order by A Dimension for 16,440 yen. I told my editor not to put in AI, but I guess I shouldn't listen. When it comes to her design is not my favorite compared to the rest of the cast. Her eyes are also very, very good. Just think, did I not see a base on the Kana figure, or did I just ignore it? Oh well. But these like ears just look off. Like, I get that they do belong, but they just kind of look off to me. I don't see what it brings to the figure at all, except you got these like, and it's also that texture of bunny girl ears and tails that I don't like super love, even though it's quite the style. But her face looks fine, the outfit looks fine. I kind of don't love the colors. They don't pop at all. The only thing that pops is this delicious looking candied strawberries. It's cheap, and it looks cheap. I'm not a big fan. Up next is Goddess of Victory Nikkei Drake Villain Racer 1/6 Complete Figure Regular Edition Pre-Order by Kawa Design. Don't think I've seen this company too often. For 15,840 yen. For 15,000 yen on a 1/6 figure is pretty ridiculous. Either she's like a really small person and is not that big of a figure, but that's just a good deal. And you also have like some staging, a stand that's kind of unique. I just realized I have seen this figure before because I saw the do not lean and then she's like leaning. What a rebel. Someone arrest this person right now. Yeah, I kind of love this complete package for what the cost is. Like, obviously I don't super mesh with this design. I think you guys have a good idea what designs I mesh with and don't by this point, unless you're new. Welcome if you're new. But you can't argue with what's going on here. It's just really good. You got tummy, you got some thick leggy. She's doing like the sunglasses thing. It's hot, it's cheap, and it's a good like idea and staging. Great figure. Up next is Blue Archive Kana Swimsuit 1/7 Complete Figure Pre-Order from Max Factory for 21,800 yen. This character from Blue Archive I'm not the biggest fan of, design-wise. And what we have here is like a racing swimsuit, or a lifeguard swimsuit maybe. Yeah, lifeguard I'd say, yeah. With a life preserver, a little water stand, and then her halo and like a overshirt or a jacket. And she doesn't look like she's having fun. Obviously you got her butt, but she kind of looks like really like formless to me, besides like her chest. I think her face looks fine, but something about this is not like wowing me. I probably say that a lot for swimsuit figures, but I don't know. This is just not super doing it for me. Like, I think everything about it is competent, but it's just that's about it. I think maybe the halo is a little ugly compared to some other halos, but yeah, just not super feeling this one. Up next is Blue Archive Neru School 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Fat Company for 24,000 yen. I do like Neru, not like my top 5 favorite Blue Archive characters, but I do think she's cute. So they got like her like school outfit here, and she's got like the Yankee look with like the bag over the shoulder and like her school uniform like wrapped around her waist so that she's not fully wearing it. She's breaking a lot of rules. I do like her halo. I've always liked her halo. It's a little bit different than the other ones. And her like really like crazy ahoge here. It's just completely out of control. Pretty basic stand, and like Neru's very like a formless character, so like there isn't much to look at there. Seems to be different face plays. I really like this one. I like when she's kind of snarky there. And you got some like bracelets, and she's got her like weird like tags on her hair to get a better look at them right there. Is that on her hair, or is that... Yeah, it's on her hair. Yeah, so like it's fine. It's cute. I don't think there's like a terrible amount of Neru figures so far, so it's good to see, and I think she's cute. It's a little expensive for what you're getting, especially because she's so small, and I imagine a 1/7 of her is like basically a 1/8 of a Nikkei character, but it's cute. Up next is bonus Blue Archive Kayako Dress Memorial Lobby version 1/7 complete figure pre-order by Solo Rain for 19,800 yen. I don't know if this has made this clear on the channel so far, but I am a huge Kayako fan. I would put her in my like top 15, top 10 anime character designs. But her dress has not looked good in figures so far. And I think that is also the case here. I also think her head's like weirdly large in this one. I just don't know why the Kayako figures have not spoken to me at all yet. And the only Kayako merch I do have is the plushie, but that's really cute. I just don't like the stair stand super much. It just really limits where it can go in your figure collection, and also I'm a little worried about it staying up. Does it like no? There's no. It just kind of sits on those little poles there, which it's probably fine, but I don't know. It's just a little awkward. I don't think it looks bad. I think for 20,000 yen, it is a complete package, like with the unique stand and how she looks. But I don't know. It's just so like lifeless. I know Kayako is kind of like quiet and kudere-ish, but I don't know. I wanted more from her, and she's just not getting the figures I want yet. I actually think this is just very much not for me. I hope she eventually gets a figure that really sparks joy in me, but for now, I'll just deal with my little plushie. Sorry, Kayako. And up next we have Arknights Ines 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Furyu for 26,400 yen. Wow, I'm getting to the point where I don't know some Arknights characters, because like I stopped playing, and now the characters since I stopped playing have been released, and now there's Enfield. You add Kurt Angle into the mix. I do like her design. She has this support pole down here holding up this strand, which again, support poles are very controversial right now with everybody and me, and I don't know, if you needed this to do the effect piece, just don't do the effect piece. I don't know. Her back here kind of reminds me of that girl from Recreator. She has like a bunch of weapons coming out of her dress. And you can see that part of the effect piece actually has 2 support poles for it. Whew. Yeah, the black and red here is like really well realized. Otherwise, like this is like the most black and red character since Ruby. I guess Ruby's like, yeah, Ruby's black and red. But I don't know. I think all these like paraphernalia and accessories look good. She has so many weapons. It's another, yeah. I guess the Grimnir from, not Grimnir. The guy with all the weapons from Grand Blue is also she reminds me of. Which is kind of impressive on its own, but like she's got some thick flakies. But I don't know. Just something here, something not there for me, and I hate the support poles. I do think it's good though. Up next is Arknights Enfield. Chen. I always forget how to pronounce Q. Qiangyu. 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Apex, or is it Xianyu? From Apex for 24,140 yen. Alright, this is an Enfield character that I imagine is an ancestor of Chen from the original Arknights, because they're all like ancestors. I don't know, I think. Haven't started playing yet, and I probably won't. She looks very like Genki compared to the old Chen, who was kind of like stoic. I like her big like Chinese dragon tail. It's very cool, with like this little pink fur here. She is on like not support poles, but like just foot pegs, which is fine. I don't have a biggest problem with them as support poles. I also like how the tail like changes colors and curls here, and also like her little like leggings and the colors on them. I like all the like the paraphernalia on her and her big like dual blades here. It's kind of like her design is not like super wowing me in general, but I think this figure is really solid. Obviously, this is like pretty new property. Enfield would coming out with a figure pretty fast, so I don't know if this character is popular yet, but it's not bad for like a starting figure. Apex does good work and with their Arknights figures usually, and this looks really good. Up next is Kiseki series. That's Trails, right? Agnes Claudel 1/8 complete figure pre-order from Kotobukiya. Legend of Heroes. I was close. Wait, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I don't know. It's the Falcom games. I always thought their designs were kind of like super basic. But wait, how much was this again? 22,990 yen for a 1/8. Ooh, 1/8 for that much, eh? Okay, so Stand is incredibly basic. She looks pretty. Like I think the sculpt on her face is nice, and I like her hair to a degree. I don't like this bun, but that's just her design. She has a cute little hat. I like the texture on her sweater. But like, yeah, this is not super... Oh, you can take the hat off too. This doesn't super pop for me. I do like what's going on back here too. And this big kind of like... I don't like the hair right here. It kind of feels a little too plastic and fake looking in the back. And her weapon is fine. It's like a very mechanical staff. I don't know. It's just not a design that super screams to me, and I don't think any of the series characters really scream to me, but it's cute. And it's for a 1/8 though, I'm a little unimpressed. Up next is Black Lagoon Balalaika Crimson Empress version 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Medicos Entertainment. If you ever watched this show, this character is so cool. For 21,750 yen. The stand is very basic, but then you're just getting this like nice like throne here with like the claw hands. She's got her titties out and her leggies out, and you see all of her like battle scars. I don't super love the sculpt on her face and her hair. It looks a little like cheap, and also kind of on the clothes, like the sculpts all part of this are not super impressive. I think the chair looks nice. I think they're like, yeah, I don't even kind of like the scarring that much. It just looks a bit awkward. It doesn't look very like real. She's got her big cigar though. Like, I'm just glad to see this character get a figure, let alone like a 1/7 with like some amount of effort put into it. I think maybe if this was 10,000 more yen and had a better sculpt, it would be really, really good. But it's just not quite there for me. Not that I'd order it anyways, but also if you've not watched the show, it has some really cool parts. Up next is Needy Streamer Overload OMG Kawaii Angel Chan Switch version 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Good Smile Arts Shanghai for 19,800 yen. Alright, we're getting the anime for this soonish. I like the base being like the kind of like digitized thing. I like her being like hanging in the windows with all the different prompts. It's like a pretty unique figure concept. I'm sure there's maybe 1 or 2 other figures that do this. There's so many figures. And also with like the emojis. And yeah. But yeah. For 19,800 yen, just doing a quick glance at this. It's a 1/7. It's got a cool concept that really works with the material. I think her expression is really good. I think the sculpt on her clothes and her hair, especially the little weird hair extensions she has, don't look amazing, but it doesn't really matter at that price. Yeah, I really don't like the sculpt on the outfit, but whatever. I still think it looks really good. And it's a really cool concept. Good figure. Up next is Amiami exclusive bonus Saya no Uta Saya 1/6 complete figure pre-order from Magi Arts for 23,270 yen. So Saya as a character doesn't really have much to her. Like, she just has like the, well, I don't know how spoilery I can get. I'm sure everyone knows what happens in Saya no Uta if they have any interest at all. But like when she's just her base normal self, it's just like a white dress and her greenish hair. But they didn't involve these like tentacles or vines. That's really cool. It's also kind of a unique and cool concept. I guess they are vines because literally sprouts are going off them. And it's based on this. I think the sculpt on her herself is just a little boring. I feel like they could have done more with it. It's just, I feel like a lot of the money of this figure is coming from the vines everywhere. And then you just have, and the stand. The stand does look nice. But I think Saya herself just doesn't look super amazing. But cool to see a Saya no Uta figure. I'll take a quick look. Oh, never mind. She has other figures. She has an Endura too. Oh, I guess she just has a pop-up parade, a plushie, a scale, and now another scale. So it's still good to see her get more scales. Also, this is a 1/6, which I didn't realize until right now, but even though I said it, which means this is pretty huge. So or Saya is also kind of small, but I don't know. Good to see more Saya figures. Still wish it was a bit better. Up next is the Art FXJ Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Seto Kaiba Passionate Duelist 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Kotobukiya for 19,850 yen. Just right away, just a quick glance, I think this looks pretty good. I like that they kind of captured the like Yu-Gi-Oh! Character designs and with their like quirks and warts, and how like cornered he looks with his hair being very like geometrical, and he's got his I believe this is his outfit from the Duelist Kingdom arc. No, what it's called, the one where they fight in the streets. Yeah, because he has Obelisk probably. But you can even tell on the cards, like there's a spell card, there's a trap card, there's 2 monsters, there's a ritual, or maybe it's Obelisk. Obelisk is not a ritual monster, but maybe it is still blue. I don't know. The dual disc, it looks really good. But yeah, I really like this. It's really sweet. He's got his little like necklace pendant and his little cage ability. He's got like a millennium, or it's just like an Egyptian base. That's cool. A little cute little thing for 20,000 yen. Joey Wheeler is scheduled to join the lineup later. Great, that's awesome. That might just be right now, right? Oh, no. Up next is Richu Illustration Rihanna Made Version Complete Figure Pre-Order from Union Creative for 20,500 yen. And I'm going to do a quick 18 plus check. Okay. Okay, so we got... Is she a maid or a witch? She's a maid, but is she also a witch? I like her hair color a lot. I want to see if there's a back one, but I guess I'm not so lucky. Oh, yeah, there we go. I like how it like fades to this like, I'm really bad at color names, but like aqua. I don't like, well, the really soft greenish blue and like very pink at the front. I like that particular combination of colors and like a little bit of yellow sprinkled in too. Almost think she or legs could be a bit bigger based on kind of like the rest of her profile. Something about her face sculpt I don't love. And also her pose, it's kind of like she's like looking up at an angle. Weirdly. But at what? Is she like trying to like parse something you said, or is she being like cheeky? She's got some fan service over here. She's got a big chunky broom. I don't think we get enough respect for big chunky brooms. And I also kind of like don't love the sculpt of the outfit itself. And the wings look really cheap and cruddy. But I don't know. It's cute overall, really a little bit pricey for what you're getting here. And also it's not scale, I guess because this is original. No, okay, it is 1/6, it just didn't say up there. Never mind. So it's a pretty big figure. So maybe that's why, that explains the 27,000 yen price tag. But, I don't know, it's alright. Up next is Katie Cole Playing Death Games to Put Food on the Table. Light novel, Yuki Bunny Dress version, 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Kadokawa for 23,760 yen. Alright, I did watch one episode of this show, but alright, so she is insanely skinny, but her hair is quite immaculate. It's one of those ones where it drapes down all the way to the stand, and the color is pretty consistent. She's very gray throughout, and like just look at all that hair. I almost like wish the ears were a different color, but I get why they are, especially considering what I know about this show. She's not wearing much clothing at all, but I don't think it's like super skeevy, but I do think she's like very pretty, and I do think the sculpt is also very nice. I really like her eyes and like her little wistful look, and the ears have like extra detail, and her hair is just magnificent. She has a little knife in both hands, and she has like this little like spider web part here, or lattice. I also like her shoes down here look good. Yeah, this does not look bad at all. Stand is just as black and white, but it works with like the whole color scheme going on. Yeah. Not bad at all. This looks pretty good. As when it comes to like bunny girls, I'm pretty strict on them, and I think this one's pretty cute. Up next is Gift Plus Honkai Star Rail Firefly Spring Missive version 1/8 complete figure pre-order from Mythios. So this is Mythios' budget line because it's only 65,030 yen, and I've been very impressed with these so far. I think they're like really good starter figures. I think you get a lot for what you pay for. Like this is the price you'd pay for some prize figures if you bought them from a convention in Canada or America. You might even pay more. And you're getting like a pretty sweet figure here. Like obviously on these, like the sculpts of everything are not going to be super amazing, but for the people who buy these, which is either people who want budget figures or people who really like the character, I think it is perfectly serviceable. Like you see, like it has a lot going on. It's a very dynamic pose. It has some paraphernalia to go with it. It has a unique stand, all for like at a cheap price. She like has gradient hair. She looks really cute. There's details everywhere. The sculpt again is not super amazing, but who cares? This looks great. Like yeah, I don't like super like how these flowers look when you get closer in on them, but like I don't know, really cute little firefly figure. Up next is Rakuen Suiho Expelled from Paradise, Angela Balzac, 1/4 complete figure pre-order from Freeing for 36,300 yen. I actually just played the fighting game she's in like a few days ago called Nitro Plus Blasters, and her assist is really stupid. She's only an assist. You can't actually play her as a character. Alright, so this is a Freeing figure, which, you know, but it is lying down, but it kind of just looks like she's lying down on, like, I know these product images don't do a lot of justice to this, whatever she's lying on, but it kind of just looks like a tarp, or like, a really wrinkly, like, paper towel or tablecloth. I can't like quite make out the details in the picture, so it looks really bad. But herself, this character design has always been like kind of meh to me. It's bordering on, I think, almost being over 10 years old. But she's got like big balloon boobies that don't really sort her. I think the sculpt, as all Freeing sculpt, is fine, but not amazing. She's trying to be as sexy as possible, and this character is designed for that. It's not just a Freeing thing. I think the little like stars here don't look super great, and her hair. I don't super love the lying down figure with the hair kind of sitting flat like an object. I have a figure that does that. I have Elizabeth from World Conquest, and it does the same thing, and I also don't love it there. But I think you can do it in a way that looks natural, but like how it looks here is just not natural. But whatever. She's got a big butt, she's got big leggies. This character doesn't get tons of figures, and that's what Freeing does. They make tons of figures. Oh my god, they don't get tons of figures, but here's another Expelled from Paradise, Angela Balzac, 1/8 complete figure pre-order from Alpha Max for 17,920 yen. From a quick glance, I think this looks pretty bad. It's got her big butt again. Looks like her chest is like a little bit toned down, but something about, maybe it's just these product images, but she just looks very muted, stilted. The sculpt looks kind of weak. I don't really like the pose. Yeah, I just think this one is actually just bad. I think this figure's pretty ugly. Yeah, just the sculpt sucks, and everything just looks unflattering. She just looks like she doesn't want to be there, and like the pose is awkward, and I don't know. This one's just not good. Up next is Katie Cole, a misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. Sui Usami, 1/6 complete figure pre-order from Katakawa for 20,290 yen. I am watching the show. It's fine. It's had some okay moments, but this character is decent. They really went all in on her, I found, and my editor has also stated many times. I think her design is somewhat interesting, but I don't think this figure is great. I do like the look of the outfit. Like, something about it, I just really like the sculpt of it, but her face is just not doing it for me. It like kind of doesn't look like her in the show. I don't know. I don't like her hair. It's a 1/6. I don't know. Again, if that's because she's really small, or it's just because I don't know if that's because she's very small, or just because it's a 1/6. But I do like the little blue gradients in her hair. I don't know. Especially this image right here. I just looking straight on at her, sticking out her tongue like that. I think that's what's going on. Yeah. I just don't love it. Or her mouth is closed. I can't even tell. But yeah, I just don't super love it. I think we might see more of this character is my guess. Yeah. Another misanthropic teacher in demi-human classroom. A completely different translation than the first one. Sui Usami swimsuit version. 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Design Coco for 2,900 yen. They put all of their money in the Sui Usami basket. I just don't like this in any way, shape, or form. There is no form. It's just a little tiny girl in a bathing suit. And it's like a really, really childish bathing suit. I think these like little, I don't know what you call them, like this transparent like sleeves do a little bit for the figure. Like a little bit of help. But I think the sculpt on this is even worse than the last one. And also I hate the design and I hate the concept. Yeah, not great. Don't love this. The translation here is also different. I love it. Next is Katie Coley, Kamitsubaki City under construction. Kafu Murasaki 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Katakawa for 22,270 yen. So now we're getting to the point where this is a V-singer, kind of like a VTuber-ish adjacent. But we're getting, I think she does have this. I can't remember if it's like an anime or like a series of something, but I kind of do like the look of this. From just something about her face, kind of like looks. Okay, hold on. Right here, I just like her how her face looks. It looks different than a lot of figures, and it really brings out. It really draws your eyes. It just doesn't super look like most anime figures. I don't super like this peacock thing that she's holding, summoning. I don't know what better way to describe this. It's just, it kind of looks like a peacock. Yeah, it's just kind of, I guess if you, it's just this weird effect piece that's also supposed to be like an animal. And she's kind of holding it awkwardly. That's not my favorite. But I don't know. I like how she looks. I like that look. It's very like in tab. I think the stand, the little rubble stand also kind of helps. I imagine this is post-apocalyptic to some degree. I think it's all right. I just don't like the little peacock. Up next is No Game, No Life, Shiro Staler style swimsuit, 1/7 complete figure pre-order by Good Smile Company. All right, let's address this as fast as possible. I think the colors in this figure are quite nice. Like actually really nice. Probably one of the best capturing of color that Shiro has ever had. And I actually do think the sculpt looks good. I also, I don't know, it just, the hair looks good. The sculpt looks good. I just love the color. I think the stand is cute. And the little life preserver helps. Her face sculpt looks like really, really good. It's really expensive, but like it looks good enough to warrant that price. But yikes, it's just gross. It's just fucking gross. Up next is DS Smile original illustrated character, lolly clothed only version, 1/6 complete figure pre-order from Rocket Boy. I imagine her name is, I don't know, maybe her name is Lolly, not like Loli. For 20,000 yen. Alright. I kind of do like this character design to some degree. I think her face sculpt is whatever, but there's another bunny girl. But I like that the ears are going all over the place. She's kind of got a little tiny top hat. I like the color of her hair, although I don't think the sculpt of it is amazing. I like the proportions on her. I like her like dynamic pose. Don't think I've seen one where they're pulling up one part of the bunny suit. I like that she's a little bit thicker, like still not thick, but thicker compared. Is this figure getting naked? No, it's not a cast off. Okay, but I don't know. Something about it just looks good. Not great, not terrible, but good. And then these like original bunny girl figures. I don't know how well they do when they're not naked. I know people love the naked bunny girl figures, even though it defeats the purpose of the bunny girl, I guess. But yeah, I like this design. I think it's pretty cute. Oh, there's an 18 plus version. I see. Never mind. You guys know what you like. I also like the gradient in her hair. It's cute. Up next is Niji Sanji Nui Sosair? I don't know. 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Furu for 24,750 yen. Alright, this is just classic witch design. I don't know this Niji Sanji. I'm very unfamiliar with the Niji Sanji VTubers, especially the Japanese ones, if she is that. But I think this design is just pretty classic and cute witch design. I like the big witch hat. It's kind of like really like awesome looking witch hat. It's got a lot of personality. She's obviously like a bit like chesty and sexy. I like the kind of classic looking stand. I like the use of like red, gold, and black. It's a good pose too, and I like her face. I like her little fang. The pose just looks good. I think the sculpt looks good. The hair is maybe not the worst part, and maybe like around her chest, I don't super love that. Also, why is the belly so blurry in that picture? I don't know why the belly looks so blurry. It looks so blurry in all the photos, except this one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's my eyes. But yeah, I think this is pretty decent. Not knowing this character design at all, this is a pretty good figure. Up next is bonus Snowbreak Containment Zone Marion Radiant Sunkiss version 1/6 complete figure pre-order from Mirai Mira for 21,780 yen. I think I've seen this character before. No, I haven't. This is her first figure. She's got that like little pillowy like sitting stand that comes and goes once in a while. She's got this like alternate like veil or mask, like a la Ave Musica. She's got a little rose. This clothing she's wearing, this looks so stupid. I'm sorry. Wait, does this figure get naked? No. That is just so stupid. I noticed the character design, and that's not the figure's fault, but yikes. She's got a little glass with some purple wine or drink. There's just not a lot to this because she's not wearing a lot of clothes. I think it's still like well sculpted and like sexy. It does what it needs to do there, but like I don't know. There's like a bunch of random paraphernalia that sits on the ground. Yeah, I'm not super in love with this. Her face does look cute. Up next is TV anime Uzaki-chan wa Asobitai Double Suki Uzaki Angel version 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Proof for 22,440 yen. Alright, at least this time it's the mom, I think. Suki's the mom, right? Yes, Suki's the mom. The kid's name, the little sister's name is Yanagi. I think that's her name. Alright, I kind of like the colors on this one. I like that's going for... I just don't see this combination of colors very much. And that's all the positive things I have to say about this figure. I just think it looks weird and gross. I don't like how awkwardly she's holding up her breasts. I think that there is 2 faceplates, and those both exist. So that is a plus, and it's definitely a pose I haven't seen very often. But it is just gross. I also don't like the little halo. Hold on. I don't like this little halo. I don't like the look of the wings. It's well sculpted where it needs to be. I don't know. I just don't like it. Up next we have To Love Ru Darkness Swimsuit Series Lala Satalin Devil Luke 4th complete figure pre-order from Union Creative for 38,410 yen. So this is a To Love Ru Darkness 1/4, which I haven't seen in a while, but I'm glad to see they're still kicking out. This is just Lala not wearing very much at all, but I think the sculpt looks pretty darn good. I like her hair a lot. I like her face. It looks really high quality. I think she looks good. They very much accentuated every like divot and pit and curve. I like her hair sculpt is also kind of decent. There's like a tiny bit of gradient to it. Yeah, it just looks, it's pretty good. Like obviously 100,000,000% not my thing, but good for the To Love Ru Darkness fans who wanted another Lala 1/4 in the year of our Lord 2026. Good to see. Next we have bonus Ica Super Chrono version 1/6 complete figure pre-order. Single shipment from Athena X for 32,010 yen. Alright, there's only a few product images for this one. Nope, we got like 2 angles. So first off, she has these like giant little like almost like Gridman feet here. And she's on this super like super steep bending angle. Yeah, really not much to go off here. Looking at front, I kind of do like this concept. I think it's cute. Obviously, she's bending over to show her cleavage. She's got like a cat aesthetic, but she's got these like really big cat ears, which I like. And then she's got like this weird like Cosmos kind of looking visor, and her hair is pretty nice, especially with the blue to purple gradient. She's got this like big cat plug tail. I don't know. This is a cool concept, and I think it's well realized. Maybe not amazingly sculpted around her face and around here, but I don't know. I think it's pretty darn impressive. The stand is really cool. I think the little, don't even know what to call these. Don't even know what to call those. Those are really cool. And it's well realized. I don't know why there's so few product images. That kind of gives me a little bit of worry, but it looks pretty good. Up next is Azure Lane Amagi Throne of Fallen Petals version 1/7 complete figure pre-order, single shipment from Good Smile Art Shanghai for 38,000 yen. I think this looks pretty good. Okay, first off, she is like really thick, except her waist is still maybe smaller than it should be, but like, look at that right there. That is really nice. And it also like looks pretty darn well sculpted. I really like what's going on with her ears here, with like a little bit of the fraying, or like it's trying to be like I guess fluffy. I like the pose and the look. Like it's sexy, but it's also like powerful. And she also has like, you know, she knows it and she's owning it. Everything going on with her giant tail and hair is amazing. And I like how it sits on this table. And she's also got this like staff between her legs that also looks really good. Yeah, and her outfit is really good. It's really slaying with it like going over one side and showing off this side of her body. Yeah, this is a figure that's like going for something that I don't like, but it's doing it really, really well. So you just gotta admire the craft. Yeah, this looks really, really good. I think this is one of the better like Good Smile Art Shanghai figures I've seen in a while. I like it a lot. Yeah, really happy for the fans of this character. This is really good. Also very expensive, but you're getting what you pay for here. This is great. Up next is Katie Cole Fate Grand Order Archer Durga 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Kadokawa for 29,500 yen. Okay. I'm not familiar with this particular Fate character. Maybe soon. Maybe she shows up in the one I'm watching. Well, it says Grand Order, but it's got support poles on 3 sides. Yeah, 3 sides of this effect piece, which is a big minus. But I guess they kind of hide it a bit. Like if you look at it here, I can see all 3 because I'm looking for them now. But I don't know. I just don't like this world of support poles. But her weapon is cool. Her weapons are pretty cool. I think her design is kind of boring Nasu design, or maybe it's not even Nasu, but Fake Grand Order design. I like how the red part on her arms a lot, and but her face sculpt and hair sculpt is not doing a lot for me. And her outfit is cool, but there's not a lot of sculpt there because there's just not a lot of outfit. She's got this little guy too, and he looks alright. She's got also like her giant big earrings. I think all the gold stuff does look nice. But yeah, just something about this figure. I kind of like the stand is like, I think it's supposed to be like a pool of blood, and I think that's super cool. Like she's coming out of the blood. But don't like the support poles, and some parts of it I just don't love. And her face is not doing anything for me. Okay, not bad though. Up next is TV anime. TV anime Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena. Elena 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Proof for 28,050 yen. Alright, we have another Elena figure. We get one of these once in a while. I do like the stand a lot. It's cute and it's like dynamic and it helps with her pose. I think the broom in the last broom figure we saw was a bit better than this one. She can take the hat on her off. She looks really cute. The sculpt on her face looks okay. The sculpt on her hair looks okay. The outfit looks okay. But I think it kind of all comes together. Maybe this is like a little bit more than I would want to pay. But I think you're kind of paying for that stand. That looks really nice. And maybe the broom. Her herself is okay. Not bad either. Perfectly serviceable. Good figure. Next we have SSS Gridman Rika Takarada Gaming Chair version 1/7 complete figure pre-order for free for 27,500 yen. I am not a gaming chair girl, but we're starting to get a few figures though. I know this is not the first one. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't know actually what part comes in the figure. Okay, so you actually do get the computer with the Gridman on it. And all these like almost like lane amount of cords here. And then Rika looks really cute herself. I like the slight blue gradient. Her face sculpt looks cute. The outfit looks good and the pose is dynamic. I think around her legs looks a bit awkward. Like they want her thighs to be big, but then the rest is really small. Yeah, this is cool. Like you see it from behind you, like the parts of the computer / TV look really good. I imagine this is just a sticker instead of actually painted, but maybe it's not. The gamer chair looks... I think gamer chairs look stupid in general, but that's just me. I think I'm really in the minority on that one. She got one of her shoes off, and one of those is about to fall off. Just take them off. What are you wearing them inside for? It's cute. It's another Gridman figure. They've been rolling these out pretty consistently, and they've been all pretty decent. Up next is bonus Guilty Crown Inori Yuzuhira. You're the World to Me 1/7 complete figure from Soul Rain. I've never known what this character's actual name is, because the only thing I know about Guilty Crown is the music, and the music's really good. But for looking at a quick glance at this, 20,000 yen 1/7, not bad. That's a good deal. Her face has a nice like little smile to it. I think this character is usually pretty emotionless, so having her smile is good. I think the stand is cool, and the pose is cool. Like her weird outfit is just going everywhere, all over the place. And even from the back, you got a little bit of button leggies, and still more of that everywhere. There's no support poles, as they kind of work it into the figure itself to hold itself up. I think the sculpt overall is not amazing, but for 20,000 yen, and for a character that doesn't get figures very often, this is really, really impressive. I kind of really like this. At this price point. Like, if this was more, I would say no, but at this price point, this is good. Up next is the figure I'm pre-ordering, obviously, is Uma Musume Pretty Derby Rice Shower, The Day I Dreamed of 1/7 complete figure pre-order for Good Smile Company for 23,800 yen. Rice Shower really doesn't get a lot of figures, so it's good to see her finally get a figure. It's been really hard out here. My Rice Shower case has been very empty, so I'm sure I won't have any trouble fitting her into that case at all. They just don't make much Rice Shower stuff. So yeah, I'll be pre-ordering this because I'm the world's biggest Rice Shower fan. Now, unbiased, you want my real opinion on this figure that I'm getting no matter what? Ryshower is really cute, as you can see. I like her braid. I like that she's... How am I supposed to be unbiased on this character? She's so cute. Okay. From the back. Oh, she's so cute. Oh. She's so cute. I'm honestly gonna start crying. She's so cute. The sculpt is like not like insanely amazing. The little like accessory here I think looks a little weird. I do love her little white gloves. I like her pose she's making. It's so cute. Again, the face sculpt is not like super amazing, but Ryshower is so pretty and cute. It doesn't matter. I really love her dress. This is kind of like an upgraded version of the prize figure that she got earlier. There's like 2 versions of that prize figure also. I like the darker blue trim around the edges of the dress. I like the big bow in the back with her giant tail flowing. It has the annoying foot peg that you have to put a thing in. I also don't love felt bases, but whatever. She's so pretty. I'm so happy. Get fucked. Up next we have Uma Musume Pretty Derby Mayano Top Gun Rockin' Meow Meow version 1/7 complete figure pre-order from Claynal for 26,120 yen. Alright, I think this outfit is super cute. I just love like the purple and black sleeves with those little stupid bracelets and her really like cute multicolored skirt with like the gold chain. I like the purple to pink or orange to purple hair. I don't like the texture on her toque or beanie. I like the pose. It's very dynamic for an Uma Musume figure. I just like this. I will acknowledge I don't think the sculpt is like amazing, but I also don't like how that texture is also down here. But I do like the shoes. Yeah, again, I acknowledge that this sculpt is kind of meh, but I just think this design is super cute. I'm not a person who buys Mayano Top Gun stuff, but this is really cute, and it does have some issues. And up next is Uma Musume Pretty Derby Hishi Miracle 1/7 complete figure pre-order by Furyu. Right away, I don't like the hair sculpt. I just noticed that right away, and kind of the face sculpt, but Uma Musume face is not always the best on figures. She's got this weird accessory here that looks fine. She's one of the people who have like the really bold blue like lines on their ears. I think the sculpt of the outfit is decent. The stand is actually just like a piece of turf. Makes me think it's like a chia pet. And it also has those like plaques that I don't like on the Uma Musume figures that say the character's name. Yeah, this is fine. It's cute, but it's like it's not wowing me in any way. I don't love this character to begin with. Why is this character getting a figure before TMO and Urara? Just unbelievable. But there's some things to like about it. Up next we have bonus Wuthering Waves Yinlin 1/6 complete figure pre-order from Hanabi for 24,650 yen. Right away, this stand, the crate she's sitting on, super cool. I want to contrast on this little guy. This little guy here is on a support pole and also has a hideous effect piece lightning thing. Those are kind of the pole is unavoidable in this sense, I guess, but this effect piece just doesn't look good. I think the little guy himself is pretty cool looking. I don't know what it reminds me of. It's something not coming to me right now, but I think it's not like incorporated super well into the figure, but I still think it looks cool and unique and probably still a plus to the figure. The Yinlin herself, there we go. I think the sculpt on her clothing look really nice. All the little detail. I want to get a closer look at that sleeve from an angle. There we go. So yeah, it has like this purple here that goes into the red with the black on the side and the gold there. I love the look of that. I just love the look of all these colors going on. And it's also on this side. I don't know if this kind of, yeah, it's just like these, almost like a wire running through. I don't know what the stand is exactly supposed to be. I guess it's just a crate. But it is cool. I think her expression is boring. But it's probably what the kind of character she is. Her eyes are cool. I like these little red dots. Her hair is pretty simple, but it looks like it's well sculpted. Everything about this figure looks like it's well sculpted. So yeah, I think this figure is overall pretty good. There's some nitpicks with the mascot that's with her, but I think her herself looks quite good. Obviously, I don't mesh with the design, but that doesn't super matter. But also she's a Kuderi, so not the best look, or I don't know if she's a Kuderi, but she's just not, doesn't have a good face for me personally. But I like everything else going on besides maybe the mascot. Oh, up next we have, not on Amiami, we have the psychic type Miku from Pokemon. So this is 34,000 yen, and the scale doesn't look like it's a scale figure. That could just be because I'm translating the page using Google Translate. Let's untranslate. Or can I untranslate? Japanese. No, doesn't look like there's a scale here. But just kind of looking at her, she's probably going to be pretty big. But, and I do love, okay, I like that they're doing the Pokemon Mikus. Psychic would not have been my first choice or my fifth choice. She's pretty low, probably middle of the pack. There's some Pokemon Mikus that I would pay this much money for, and maybe that person exists for this Psychic Miku, because like I think it looks really good, but I just don't really like the Psychic Miku's design. I also I think this effect piece is fine. It's not terrible. She's got the little support Peggies. Mellow Lotta looks good. Really cute. She looks really cute. There's like little Pokeballs everywhere. Her little music bag with like the different stickers. She has like an unknown. She has like the images that like Red and Blue uses. The sprites from Red and Blue that are on when you're selecting a Pokemon. Those are really cute. Her shoes are cute. Her little skirt's cute. But there's not a lot to this figure when it comes down to it. So I imagine it has to be pretty big to justify 34,000 yen. So 29 times 16 times 25 centimeters. Okay. So I think this is probably going to be roughly the size of a 1/7. But yeah, I do think these are very promising. I think they're priced a little premium, but I will pay this much for Ghost Miku if it happens. So I kind of hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, I think it looks really good. And the people who really like Psychic Miku are going to buy this. But yeah, that is it. So that was a fun collection of stuff. I have a pre-order this month for sure with Rice Shower. She's been getting a lot of figures, so I gotta get them. We're gonna do one fest video, probably record it tomorrow. I don't know when it's gonna be out actually. And then we have another figure review to do too. It's been really busy trying to get them out. And but yeah, we'll be seeing you soon for those videos, and I hope you have a great day.